Hi, my name is John Stallschmidt, Director of Instruction at Camelback Golf Club in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona. We just got done talking about the full swing grip. So now what I want to do is get into the setup for full swing. So this would be all the way from a wedge up to a driver. So a couple different components as it pertains to full swing setups. The first one's going to be how wide our feet should be. So you hear a lot of different things. You hear shoulder width a lot. I'm going to define that just a little bit more for you. So I'm going to start with my feet together just like this, and what I want to do is I want to take my left foot and my right foot, kind of step both right and left to where I feel like the middle of my shoulders are directly underneath the inside of my right heel and my left heel. So, you know, a lot of times we'll see too wide of a stance, sometimes we'll see too narrow. I think this is a good general rule. If you just take your heels and try your best to line them up through the center of your shoulders, that'll give you the best chance to be successful there. Also, it's important to have the right shoe square, and we want to flare the forward toe just a little bit. And the reason we want to do that is as we take the club back, the lower body should be relatively stable on the backswing. There's going to be some rotation, but way more rotation on the through swing. So that's why we want a little bit of left toe flare. Right shoe is going to be square. We'll get into the golf swing down the road. If you want a little bit more mobility, more shoulder turn, you could flare the right shoe out a little bit as well. But for now, let's just kind of keep it square, flared. So that's how we're going to make sure that our feet are the correct distance with the correct toe flare. Now once you have that, we're going to start up with our grip. We're going to try to create a straight spine angle just like this. So I'm going to kind of pull my shoulder blades back, making sure that I'm not getting into what we call C posture here. I'm going to make sure my spine's nice and straight. And then I'm going to hip hinge. So I'm going to lock my knees, and I have to tilt from my pelvis, not from my waist here. So I want to do my best to keep my spine as straight as possible, and I'm going to tilt my pelvis or hip hinge that way, push it back so that my torso goes forward, and that's what we're going to call forward bend in the golf swing. So I want to forward bend until the club head hits the ground. Now from here I'm going to go ahead and flex my knees, making sure my weight's in the center of the stance. And I think a really good checkpoint is I should be about a hand width between the end of my grip and my legs here, about a hand width of space. Lots of times we'll see a player get way too close or way too far. So again, straight spine, knees locked, hip hinge, forward bend till the club hits the ground. Then we're going to flex the knees, weight in the center, hand width in between the end of the grip and the body. So once you do that properly, you're going to be in a position to make an athletic golf swing, which is huge. Finally, we're going to create just a little bit of what we call spine tilt. Because my right hand sits below my left hand, I want your right shoulder a little bit below your left shoulder. Much more important for longer clubs, the driver, fairway woods, to get tilted behind the golf ball. Less important with short clubs, but we definitely don't want to have this look here. We want to make sure we're behind the golf ball, good posture, proper stance width. This is going to give me my best chance to make a good golf swing, which hopefully equal good golf shots. So try this at home. Stance width, forward bend, side bend, and I know you're going to make better golf swings.